Hi, so like I say, I think I'm going to do a bit of repping in Nazjatar, sign up for LFR as well while I'm here, because I'm getting nowhere on Pathfinder at the moment. I'll just grab some of these. I've no interest in whether or not I'll actually do them actively, but if I just happen to get them done, all to the better. Right, who shall I have? Yeah, let's have him. I'll have the healer. What profession do I have? I have enchanting and blacksmithing. I don't have any gathering ones now. No, afraid not. Actually, that reminds me though. Dark Moon Fair next week. I keep forgetting. I should really, when the Dark Moon Fair's on, do something about boosting those professions. Assuming you can still do that there. What is this? Right. So I will just go, I suppose, where there are things to do. What's this?
Do you need anything? If you really listen, careful.
All right then.
You can hear the voice of the ocean. Have you ever swooped on a ray? It's out.
Hi, Blank. Right, so let's have a look. So let's sign up for LFR while we're at it. Now, I did actually find a world quest in Troll Land that actually got me some slightly better legs. So I'm slightly better off than I was. Did I get anything useful there? No. Right, these eggs, I'm just assuming I just kill things for them, but are they on the ground? I actually don't know. Especially Nazjatar was the developer's answer to the continual complaints of people that didn't want underwater zones after Cataclysm, so they figured a way to make it dry. I mean, yeah, I was sort of wondering, I have to say, because what the hell is this? That's on my side. Excuse me. Okay. Actually, they're not saying that they have any eggs, so I don't know where I'm supposed to get these eggs from. But I'm not convinced from killing these doofers. Does that mean I have to read a quest? But yeah, when it was sort of revealed we were going to be going here, I was, you know, just thinking, dear God, please no. Please no. So this is okay. I'm all right with this. Right, where's these eggs? Before they hatch them, I mean, I'm assuming I just find these on the ground there. Is this going to be one of these things where they're really hard to find? I've done quests like this here before, where you're running around like an idiot and you don't actually come across them. What happened to the days when a quest was just kill a thing and loot it? The Nazjatar raid, there was one boss that was underwater. Don't like it much. Well, is. The main raid, isn't it now? No, I mean, every time anyone sort of suggests or even talks about the concept of an underwater, that was one of those things again. Does this spark something off? No. I just remember back to the Kel'Thas fight. Oh, it's telling me my stream frames dropped, was it? But I just remember going back to the Kel'Thas fight, and in the last phase, where you effectively do swim, don't you? It's not water, but it is effectively swimming, and that was absolutely atrocious. What is that? Oh, there's one. How do I get to it? Not this way by the looks of it. Oh, Eternal Palace. Oh, right, sorry. Yes. Right, okay. Did I do this one last week? No, I didn't do Rathian. So I have no idea what to do on this fight then. Okay, that's fun. Is there anything I should know? Along the lines of how do I avoid wiping everyone? The second priority was how do I not die, but I'm less interested in that than at least not wiping everyone. Don't start. Is that all? Do I just hit it from the side then? I'll run away when it turns to smoke. Fair enough. I can run away. How is the stream at the moment, by the way? Because I keep getting warnings that it's moaning about drop frame rates. Is it? It's possible that this is because I'm uploading something somewhere else at the moment, which I could sort of stop. Although I'd really rather not. But I will, obviously, if it is affecting the stream. Freezes now and then. Is it a major problem? Because it is going to carry on for about an hour by the looks of it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he's turning it. He's turning it. And I'd really rather be on the other side of this thing. Would I? Hang on. He's turning round. I don't like him turning around. Every second Cataclysm, he'll drop something. Right, hopefully the boss mods will tell me something. I don't have any weak cores or anything. Ooh. Ow, that hurts. He don't give you any warning about that, does he?
Gale blast.
Right, I don't need to be told that red on the ground is bad. I'll just follow everyone. Ooh! Oh no, no. Okay. I see. That was something that I wanted to not move towards. Thank God for bubble. Okay, well, people say if it is a problem, and I'll obviously after the fight just cancel the thing.
Searing breath.
Wow, 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 wow. For God's
Searing
sake,
breath.
why does he keep chomping around? Is this something that's supposed to happen?
Searing breath.
I'm not. Oh,
Searing
God.
breath. Searing breath. Gale blast. Burning cataclysm.
Right, where's... Oh, who's not following? Okay.
Burning madness.
Oh, what's okay? What's this? What? All right, he's attacking that one. I will do the same. Okay. All right, that turned out to be bad. Oh, Scales of Wrath. Is that because I don't have a cloak? Is that because I didn't have the cloak? Or did I just do a bad thing? Oh. Oh, okay. There was another thing to do. All right. Does this mean we're wiping then? Oh, you soak the 3 circles near him. I see. Well, I didn't have my horsey up, so I couldn't close in on him quickly enough anyway. I've got you.
Searing breath.
Well, he's on quite high health, isn't he? Is everyone just going to deliberately wipe? I think he is. I think that tank's deliberately wiping.
Searing breath.
No, we don't
Searing
bubble half
breath.
out of LFR. That doesn't help the situation. Okay. I will endeavour to not have my horsey on cooldown when that happens again then. How much damage did I do in the end? I wasn't last. I wasn't even the last paladin, that's alright then. Of course that means, presumably, so what you're saying is there are 3 things to soak. So that presumably means there only needs to be 3 people that do that, and I'm guessing a maximum of 2 did. Or indeed maybe potentially no one. Does that mean this is something that people know they should do and just chose not to? How do I like the skybox in this platform? Not really looked at it. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, I quite like that. Oh, crap.
Searing breath.
I don't think anyone said when they were going to pull this time. They did last time.
Searing breath.
Oh, no, no, no. No, not tail.
Searing breath.
This would have been a lot funnier when he was young and just a little whelp. What's that? Is it? Do I run away? I'm going to guess I just run away with this thing.
Searing breath. Gale blast.
And then certainly run away with this thing.
Burning cataclysm.
Alright, I'm going to use... So I don't necessarily know that would I even recognise them if I saw them? Oh,
Searing
God.
breath. Searing breath. Searing breath. Searing breath. Searing breath. Gale blast. Burning cataclysm.
Right, I've got Horsey off cooldown. Is this the bit I need it for? Oh, wow.
Burning madness.
Oh, okay. Oh, so people are soaking them then. Alright. Okay, we didn't die. Hooray. And I saved my horsey for nothing.
Searing breath.
Ow. Fuck's sake.
Searing breath.
Pardon my French.
Searing breath. Searing breath. Searing breath. Gale blast.
Oh,
Burning
no.
cataclysm.
Where are they going? Oh. Oh no, not again. It keeps doing this. This is really annoying. Hang on. Crap, it's always really... It always does it in the middle of a bloody fight as well. Crap.
Searing breath. Searing breath.
Right, it does this. It seems to do it at least once a week. I don't understand why it all disappears. No, it's LFR. End of the day. Sod it.
Searing breath.
Okay. That was weird. What did I get? I didn't get those. No, I do have a thing I could use. A coin. Is it worth it? Wrist? No. Trinket? Oh, is that... Why not? Give it a crack. No. Has no one lost it yet? It didn't look like it, did it?
I learned that it doesn't take much for my friends to believe I betrayed them.
Oh, hello.
Champions, that vision was as much for me as it was for you. Nazjatar wants us to believe that my corruption is inevitable. Doubt me, if you must. But know that I will not.
I don't like the fact this is on a platform. It sort of gives me the impression they're going to bounce me off it. If they're allowed to sort of cleave me or something. I don't know whether that's true or not. Alright, there's a choice of bosses, is there? Wow. Okay. I mean, does it really matter on LFR? We're going, you know, is there any benefit in doing the other one first? If as long as we do, is it just we've got more ring around doing it this way, have we? If you'll profit, then the game gives credit for ending the wing and people can abandon. Oh, I see. Right. Oh, someone's died. Hang on a minute. Oh, okay. That's a bit worrying, because if someone can die, that means I can die. Is that on me? That's on me. Shit. Oh, okay. I died. Right, I see. Well, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not really getting this character ready for anything in particular other than Shadowlands. And it's very likely that the gear I already have is probably fine for that, and will inevitably get a bit more anyway. So, no biggie. I'll just do what I can. If that is indeed what they're playing at. Although I often find it strange that in LFR they put in things that allow people to effectively be antisocial. At the end of the day, they know LFR is not really done for mutually beneficial reasons to the people in the raid. Stand them still. The emissary reward for today, no, it wasn't for me, it was, I think it was some armour, some Azerite armour. A weapon would have been nice. Although, what weapon did I get last week? I got a weapon last week at 410. No, that's not going to show me on there. But yeah, it was. I had a look at them. It was definitely a weapon. No, sorry, an armour. And it wouldn't be an item level upgrade on any of the pieces I've got. Well, that doesn't mean to say not necessarily worth doing it, just to see if it's got better traits on it. Oh, I did this last week, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, I think I can remember on this one. Hit what everyone else hits. Possible weapon from Mort that would be good. Oh, maybe I should have saved the coin for that. Assuming we actually go to Mort, because, you know, I seem to remember, well, I do remember last week doing this boss, and it was the only boss we did. I jumped in to this boss. Okay, fake leaf. Right, they're nasty. Do you know what I'm going to have to do for Shadowlands? I mean, I'll still have the Paladin as technically the main. I'm not going to do a load of characters because I'm not going to spend enough time on the game. But I strongly suspect that what I'll absolutely do is decide that my... whatever another character is going to be that I'm on is almost certainly going to be ranged. Oh no, 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 no. Alright then. God, have I got to go... Oh shit, can't remember the way now. Why doesn't it let me mount here? Oh, bugger. This is the right way, but... How does Ret feel in BfA? I mean, well, you know, bear in mind, I did test it during the alpha and everything. You know, remember... Well, you may not know. So the way it was early on, when the alpha came out, is first of all, it was absolutely shocking because they thought they could just take away the artifact and it'd all be fine, which was very far from true. So then they made a load of changes to it, which were very encouraging. So encouraging, in fact, that... I mean, wait or go. Of course you're going to bloody wait, you idiot. Sorry, someone in the chat saying, do we wait or go? I'm coming. I was so pleased with it that I actually found a company in California that would allow me to mail a big box of muffins and cookies and all sorts. The problem is that what was a good start ended up being the be-all and end-all of it. Now, I don't think, obviously not having, I mean, obviously I tested the raids, the first raid, but I haven't raided in BfA. So I can't say whether Ret has been, what level of frustration there's been with Ret in the expansion as a raider, but I would say that just, you know, in isolation, you know, it's all right. I think it's been quite good. Again, it may have suffered in raids, or it may not have done. That's usually more an issue for the way raid bosses are designed, or it's a combination of that in the classes. But I think in isolation, I've been very happy with Ret. Remember the story of the developer on Ret Discord? Oh yeah, that's right. We got him to come on and thank me. Although I gather most of his colleagues actually ate all the biscuits and muffins. Which was a bit mean. It was a little bit mean. But no, I was delighted. I've never actually done that before, sent them muffins. I didn't know who to address it to because they're not very good at like giving credit. So I just addressed it to whoever was responsible for the Ret changes. Eventually got to the right person. Right, what do we have? We have one tank. Fluffykin, that's the name of my hunter, one of my hunter pets. What is this? What? Alright, that's very nice. Extra strength. Probably just pick 4 of your arts and do 1 covenant for each for Shadowlands then. Oh, see, I'm not planning on going in that much. Your Ret Paladin's highest DPS, you can put out insane amounts of damage. I mean, well, you know, sometimes you can. That's not necessarily the same as being useful for the raid, particularly Mythic. It's more a case of, are you able to do the mechanics whilst also doing a reasonable amount of DPS? That's where melee DPS often falls down. But, you know, I mean, Ret Paladin, I think most of the time, if you're allowed to just plant your feet can always do really well. The problem with Ret for quite a lot of years now is that it's so fast paced that for every second that you have to be away changing target, like physically travelling to another target, not just changing target that's also next to it, then you lose a lot of DPS. I'm not saying all of the DPS, but let's say a rogue or something like that that has to build up its energy, say, you can burn all your energy and then replenish some of it while you move into something else, so you don't have to be constantly spamming stuff, unless rogue has completely changed now and I've not noticed. Whereas Ret Paladin, you know, literally every second that you have to move to a different target, you are being punished, or move to do something else, to do a soak. Normally are punished to a certain extent, but yeah, Ret Paladin, and I'm not saying it's the only one, but you are being punished very harshly. I mean, it's something like normal or heroic where you're less likely to have to do something like that, and you can plant your feet. Then, you know, yeah.
2, 1.
Your minds smell so delicious.
I'm sure you can do really high damage. Because the actual spec, just from a point of view of standing still and doing what you'd call training dummy DPS, works very nicely. I mean, this is why it was muffin. What do I do with this? It was muffin and cookie worthy. Oh, have we got to do something with that? Did I do a bad thing and just moving away from it? I don't know. Maybe. Right. Where do we go? I don't know which one we attack. Does anyone know which one we attack? Oh, I did the correct thing, that's fine then. Oh, okay. Looks like we're in this one. When people ask for cookies in the guild, I say I'm giving them apples and putting them on the diet. Okay. I mean, I don't usually trust gnome ones, but in a... Oh, they picked the right one, that's good. In a horde one we don't have that problem, of course. Is this the point at which we attack it now?
Illusionary projection.
This one?
Illusionary projection.
When you're in progression raid, you refuse to make a cell if they call them cookies. Train them to say hearth turns correctly.
Illusionary projection.
Right, choice of 2. Which one? Oh no, 3. What? Is that one over there? Oh no, it's still 4. Oh, it's this. Jesus. Wasn't paying attention.
Illusionary projection.
Cookies made from fell, yeah, that'll work. Fell cookies, surely there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, what the hell?
Illusionary projection.
This is real.
Right, see if I can pay attention this time. They're attacking this with some gusto, so shall we go for this one?
Illusionary projection.
Ooh. Ow. That hurt. Oh, I got a thing. Oh, shoulder. Oh, that's a bit crap. Hold on. Let's just see what's going on here. Because it's... See, this is where it's annoying then, even if we are going to go to the other place.
I need to get closer.
Might as well get another one. I'll have to just leave the queue for that one, won't I? Right, anyway, what did I get? I got shoulders. They're better than... No, they're not. They might be better than mine. But the same item level. Reason to do the correct thing with the soul is that when the ad spawns, it detonates damage around it. Yeah, I did keep noticing that I kept getting a blast of it. I would have kept moving away from it, but it didn't seem to actually kill me, so I just thought, sod it. At least I'm closer to actually going to deal with it. Right, it looks like they are, some of them at least, are going to go and do this other boss. So, yeah, if it drops a weapon, then I guess I'll use my other coin on that and not bother with the world boss.
It's too far away.
Excuse me. Yeah, if he drops a decent weapon, I mean, the one, that Rathian dropped a trinket. I didn't know whether it was a good trinket or not, but at the end of the day, let's be honest, we're going for item level. But trinkets and weapons are obviously going to be the trickiest to get hold of. So you prioritise those, don't you? Some of the trash leading up to it is they raise their mana bar to full and then do a skin cast. Have to declare. Alright, oh. Oh, yeah, someone. I was going to say a gnome drop down. Someone's pulled. This is presumably going to make them very unpopular. Wasn't me. And we've got two groups. Oh, we've got many groups. Oh no, I think it's just two groups. But still, I'm guessing it was two groups when we didn't want two groups. So DKs can be dangerous with air grips. Gives haste, okay. I mean, it really won't matter if it's... what item level is everything in here? 430. If it's 430, it's better than my 410 at the end of the day, isn't it? Who's going to pull that lot down there? Corruption effect on it also does AoE damage based on percentage of my armor. Oh, okay. So the better my item level of the rest of my gear is, the better the weapon is. Alright. Doesn't look like anyone has pulled. That's nice. I do worry about where I'm going to spawn if I die, though. Should I just wait for a res? As it looks. Maybe I should just hope I don't die. Who's used to use heroism? Oh my goodness. Unless there's an easy way to reset the next boss, is there? Without dying? Or is this trash somehow worse than the next boss? Oh, okay, can I... Okay, this seems to be hurting me. I'd really rather it didn't. Am I supposed to be just focusing on this one? Oh, I don't know. No, they want me to focus on the other one. Fine. Oh, those are the skin. Okay. Okay. When you typed in there, these are the skin mana trash, for some reason, YouTube thought that was a comment that should be thrown into the sin bin for me to check. I don't know which word it had an issue with. Right, so preparing for this here mort then, what do I need to know to avoid 1, killing everyone, and 2, killing me? I'm going to guess he does some sort of mechanic that's similar to those mobs. Zerg Rush, what? Someone's saying Zerg Rush. Oh no, another one. Kill, add and stand in purple crap when he does annihilation. Right, alright then. Is there any purple crap when he's not doing annihilation? Do I have to pay attention to the word annihilation, or do I just look out for purple stuff and stand in it? Is there any purple stuff that will kill me if I stand in it? Oh, wow, okay, that purple stuff hurts. Hurt yourself while damaging but stay near the boss and getting white circles. Okay. Alright. Alright, as long as all purple stuff is good to stand in, then I will just stand in purple stuff. But I have to say, if you're supposed to stand in purple stuff, then this trash is not really training me to do that. Because there was purple stuff there that hurts. Is that interruptible? It is. Should I have interrupted it? No one else did. See, this purple stuff hurts. Ow. Save cooldown for skin phase. Alright. Is it a short fight then? Short enough to save it and not waste one? Dart and silence is your own if you stand in it. Stop yourself getting one shot by the ability. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh well, oh, there's a bug over there still.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Alright.
1.
I'll take you at your word that I'm not going to waste a charge of Avenging Wrath if I don't use it now. I mean, we've got no heroism anyway because someone used it on the trash.
Dark manifestation.
So we stand in these? Oh, okay, that person's running away. So, do we stand in these? I don't know. Oh, I'll kill the ad. Maybe. What do I do with this? I don't... Oh, let me just get out of the way.
Annihilation. Dark manifestation.
What? Okay. Okay. It's confusing the hell out of me. Because there's different purples. There's the sort of... I mean, oh, that's just absorbing shit. I can't see anyone standing in purple circles. This is the problem.
Dark manifestation.
I can't see anyone saying anything in raid that's giving the suggestion that people are not doing things right.
Stygian annihilation. Devoured abyss. Devoured
Oh, is this when we're going? Okay. I'm bubbling. Look at that. I don't know what that was.
Obsidian destruction.
Oh, this will be the thingy phase. Okay, right. I don't like where this is going. Right, okay. I am going to actually die.
Obsidian destruction. Dark manifestation.
Get out of my way. Oh shit. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know whether I want to overlap
Stygian
these or not.
annihilation. Devoured abyss. Devoured abyss. Devoured abyss. Dark
Oh,
manifestation.
crap. Oh shit. Alright, I must have missed doing something there. Oh, bloody hell.
Dark manifestation. Stygian annihilation. Devoured abyss.
Is that where I go in now? I don't know. No, okay. Oh, I just had to step in brief. Okay, well, obviously I did a thing bad. What did I
Obsidian
do?
destruction.
Did I take too much damage by stepping in a second time or something? A maiden boss in halls of stone where she makes blacksmith step into them briefly to avoid a stone. Oh, okay. Alright. Should have just... Oh no, I couldn't bubble. It was on cooldown. Never mind. Never mind. Hopefully someone will res me. Well, actually it won't matter, will it? I'll just coin. And then it'll be in the mailbox if I get anything shiny.
Obsidian destruction.
Right, let's see if we get anything. No, never mind. Is anyone going to res? No, never mind. We'll see what we get in the mail later.
Hi, friend.
Right, I was trying to find something before. Eggs. Eggs up there. You're not going to tell... Right. You can only get those eggs by flying. That's a bit mean. So I'm trying to do these quests to get reps so I can fly. Is how it seems to me. But if you can't fly, you can't do the quest. Right, okay, sod it then. Let's go and do a more sensible quest. Oh, first of all, let's repair.
I have many lucky doos you like.
What is this? Let's have a look. Which one haven't I done then? So I've done that one. I haven't done that one. Sign up for that one. I mean, the thing is, like with LFR as well, I mean, with any raid actually, mechanics aren't always intuitive if you don't know the fights. That's what I keep asking you. Because sometimes there'll be a thing that is bad to stand in, and sometimes there'll be a thing that is good to stand in, and sometimes there'll be a thing that is essential to stand in. Right, I got a bubble as well. You like the skin phase with damaging damages you. A bit like vanilla raid and DPS. Well, I mean, surely it'd be more like TBC if you were Horde with Seal of Blood. I have to say, this guy here, I get that he can be sort of leveled up, but he's a bit pants as a healer. I don't understand that. Oh no, it stuns me. Alright, that wasn't a good decision. Showing off with their flying and their high DPS. Oh, okay. Better tag these really quickly. If they're going to burst them all down for me. Would I at least say there seem to be more mechanics on Rathian and Mort than there were on Raden from last week? Certainly on Rathian. Yeah, in fact, yeah, probably both of them. What is this? Teleport to the infestation of the void. Alright then. Where's it taking me? Oh, okay. What? What have I done? I've done something foolish, haven't I? This is what happens when you press buttons. I've always liked pressing buttons. When I was about 5 years old, I pressed a button in a lift that stopped the lift. Oh, okay. I didn't do a foolish thing. What did I get there? How much reputation am I on now? Oh, God. Got to go to that place again. Right. Oh, I've got a... no, I don't. What is this? The Unshackled, is it? Yeah. Oh, no. Where am I going? This is not helpful. I have not... oh, no. Yeah, it seemed the line of sight was not required. I guess in that higher DPS void Death Knight had something to do with that. Oh, boy. See, part of me looks at what I have to do to get these reps and just thinks I'm probably not actually going to spend the time until right at the end. And then when Shadowlands come out, never return to this place and it won't matter. Although out of completeness, it will be a bit crap for there to be an expansion where I don't have the flying ability. And I don't know why Blizzard don't just allow flying as soon as, let's say, when a new expansion comes out. Don't really get that. Don't root me. Cheapens the work we did. We got Flying Was Live. Yeah, but whenever a new expansion comes out, it completely invalidates the last one. Like, what difference does it make when it's no longer the latest expansion? And it doesn't anyway, because, you know, you think about, let's say, the work a Mythic Raider does in getting their item level whatever gear. Don't know what it is. You're getting that same item level or higher when you quest in the next expansion. I mean, does that cheapen the work that they're doing? It just seems a bit silly to me to ask, let's say, a new player or a player who didn't play that expansion not be able to have flying in what is an old one. Hi, Stormsend. Can I sneak past these? Oh, I can literally sneak past the nice one. A new player doesn't need flight. They do. Because, okay, right, I'll grant you in Shadowlands it's going to be a little bit different because of the levelling potentially. But generally speaking, when you're going through the old content, you don't really want to be messing about, like plodding along old content where it's worthless to you. Like, think about Legion, where the emphasis when it was Legion was all about your artifact, and then that's been removed completely. So what's the point of having people struggle to slog through that just to get to the new content, which is what they bought the game for? At the end of the day, someone who's bought Battle for Azeroth has been tempted by the advertising in Battle for Azeroth. Come here, you. But they can't play it until they get to level cap. The whole flying matter will be interesting to see how they tackle it when you can pick the expansion you do. Well, I mean, new players, it depends, I suppose, how they're led. But like more veteran players that maybe came back to the game or something like that will just try and pick whatever seems to be the most efficient way of getting through it, which will be the expansion that they have the easiest time getting through. You know, maybe because they play that expansion they've already got the flying for it or something like that. They're not going to choose one where there's a lot of pissing about to be done. Oh. Cloak, which isn't shared, so that's a repeated grind per out too. Yeah, but I mean, you won't need the cloak in once it's Shadowlands, will you? What is that? What's this timer for? I've done a thing. I've started a thing. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what that is. You've done the cloak quest line 12 times. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's something. I would say I was most prolific at creating outs in Warlords of Draenor, because I spent a lot of time in the game and there wasn't a lot to do at the end of it. But what I absolutely didn't do with those outs was do a lot of endgame stuff with them. I might do the odd bit of BfA. I didn't do like the legendary quest line with many of them, for example. The idea of going through like full quest lines like that on multiple outs would fill me with dread. Oh. Yeah, see, it's too repetitive for me doing something like that. Couldn't be doing with it. I don't like repeating myself. What is this about? I don't know what this... I don't know what anything's about. I'm just going to wander around until I do a thing. Oh, this looks close. Does it look closer? It looks a bit closer. Oh! Oh my god. That fathom ray egg. I have a wait... Oh, crap. Alright, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. A sort of way can't stem from the Alton friendliness works against the grind for flying. Because you kind of need to focus on one character to grind all the... I mean, yeah. Unless I suppose you do one rep with one character and one with the other. Because there's 2 reps you needed. Well, for the actual final Pathfinder bit, isn't there? I don't think anyone needs to play 12 alts. It's just some people will like to have one of each class. The problem in Warlord Adrenal for me was that I had more than 12. You know, I had multiples of some classes. I mean, you can sort of argue. I could always make an argument for... what was I going to say? 13 on the basis that if you're going to be like a raider on one class, sometimes it's nice to play that class as a you know, rubbish geared one. I sometimes in vanilla. I sometimes used to. What do you call it? Put my paladin in crap gear and just go out questing or doing dungeoneering just to see what it was like. You know, blue quality gear when I had like full tier 2 and all the rest of it. And even beyond when I had like Nax gear. Oh, in Legion you talk about the artifacts as well. Yeah, I suppose there was more reason in Legion to have multiple classes than in any other expansion. Although they went off it, didn't they? At the start of Legion it was all about, yeah, we need to do more class specific stuff, people like that. And then it wasn't very long before they were going, bloody hell, this takes a lot of work for stuff that, you know, most people don't even see. Same with the profession quest lines, wasn't it? They build that as making professions more interesting. Of course, it was never going to. Oh, what's this? I should probably get out of that. Because that actually just stopped me developing professions as much as I might have done in Legion as well on other characters. I used to sort of keep up with my profession. Because I initially started making outs to have other professions, to be trade monkeys, basically. And just Legion made it more hassle. I mean, there's always going to be a certain amount of hassle with professions, that's understood. But it was excessive. Or more specifically, the wrong way of doing it. You didn't get better at professions by crafting more, you got better by doing quests that was just basically hitting something over the head. Completing quest just drives you loopy. Yeah, well, it does me. Absolutely does me as well. Right, I didn't do all of these bosses last time either, so this will be the first time I've gone through and actually done all the bosses, if indeed we do all the bosses. What did I do last time? Was it just right? No, it was more than just Raiden, I think. But it wasn't all of these, because I don't remember this trash for a start. Oh dear. See, this is where I miss Legion, Divine Storm, where it power forwards. I mean, the problem is, the way Divine Storm worked in Legion, the moving forwards was often a bit of a pain in the arse, because of the way Mastery worked. But for BfA, it would be loads better. It'd be a really good ability. Should bring that back. Or at least allow it as a talent. Oh, hello. Vanilla had the advantage since there were several sequences of zones for quests you could do while leveling. Yes, this is true. I think people, because they were so distinct as well, I think people would naturally gravitate towards the ones they liked though. But you certainly had the option to have a very different experience, yeah. The problem was it took you longer to level out. You know, it took you longer to get a level 60 then than it does to get 120 now. I didn't mind the leveling Warlords of Draenor, I had to say, because I thought, you know, I actually enjoyed that. I didn't. It took me quite a lot of alts before I was bored of it, and even then, I still kept making more. Because, like I say, that was an expansion where I found myself playing WoW, like not, in other words, not doing other hobbies nearly as much. So spending more time on WoW. But of course with less to do, which suited me down to the ground. It was not a complaint of mine. You know, I did not appreciate all the crap you had to do as a raider in Legion, and I wouldn't have appreciated it in BfA. I'd have found it really annoying in BfA. I found it annoying enough in Legion. Oops, where am I going?
Caution! We don't do caution.
Impudence.
Storm that temple and send those cultists screaming.
Oh, for God's sake. Can't even bring yourself to do arts at the present. Waiting for the level changes to come in. I mean, of course I have... how many do I have at 100? I'm likely to have quite a lot of classes at 110 from Legion. What did I do in Legion? Let me think. I've got a warrior. I've got a warrior, Death Knight, Paladin, obviously Paladin 120. Death Knight's like 112 or something. Male classes. Got a hunter, yes. Shaman, yeah. I think I might have one of each class. I'm not sure about mage. Can't remember if I got a mage to 110. Like mage used to be my main out, and then I went. It was actually in Warlords of Draenor. I went right off casters in general, but mages specifically. And I couldn't bring myself to even. So I don't remember having a mage. I did play it. I played it a bit in the beta and the alpha. I don't think I have my own at that level. But then the other thing, of course, is I have I've got 2 accounts, so I already have one level 120 boost, and I'll get another one. Although I'm going to get the physical collector's edition for this, so I'm not going to upgrade my other account except until I get that, basically. And yeah, there's no way I'm going to have enough time. I mean, I haven't got any other 120s. Right, anyway. What do I do to not die here? What do I do to not wipe people? Oh, it's asking me to click that I'm ready. Right, well this is, I suppose, oh no. Oh yeah, you boosted with the 15th anniversary value. Yeah, see, I mean, I missed a lot of those rep boosting ones.
5.
I think I came
4,
on just to grab something out of the post.
2.
Right, I'm just going to hit something. Someone's clicked heroism, so that probably means I'm definitely clicking wings. Right, what do I do? Avoid the pie chart ground effects. Right, good.
Soul flame.
I'll do that then.
Soul flame.
It's
Torment.
telling me something. Is it telling me something? What do I do? Hang on. Oh crap. Right. Oh dear. Alright. Okay. Right, I obviously handled that extremely badly. I was trying to read the text on it and then didn't. Target by fire, so run away from the orange copy of your character. Oh. There's an orange copy of my character. I mean, I am sort of yellow. That's not very helpful. I'll try and look out for it next time.
Void ritual.
What do I do with these? Avoid them? Everyone else is avoiding them. Do they? Because that sort of looked like something to stand in, but no.
Soul flame.
Ah.
Torment.
Oh god. Alright, I probably didn't have to panic as much as that. It takes a while.
Torment.
Right, I've got wings up. If it tries to put a thing on me, that means I'm not going to be in combat. I'm not going to be happy. Oh no.
Soul flame. Soul flame.
Oh, what? Absolute pain in the ass. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad.
Void ritual.
I don't know what they are. I'll leave other people to deal with those if they have to do anything. I don't know if this is the whole fight now, but if it is, I think this has got too much health because this is going to get boring quite quickly and we're not even halfway through. Unless there's another phase.
Torment. Soul flame.
Oh, God. I always has to go the wrong way. Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, picked the wrong way again, haven't I? See, this is where when you're actually in a raiding guild, you would get to know where they're going to go. Either because you just get to know the people or just communication.
Void ritual.
Right, some people are standing on them. Is it just one person you want on them?
Soul flame.
Come on, drag it over here. I've got wings up. Oh, hold on. Sorry. There's another comment. Doesn't like your comment, Laertes. Ah, come here. You find the fight. Oh shit! I just died. Sorry, I was looking at your comment. What did that happen? All right, I don't know what happened. Never mind. Other people have died, and probably the boss will die. So, yes. You find this fight boring. I find it deathly boring. Like I say, if this is, I don't actually know what I did there, but I was technically not looking at the screen when I died. Yeah, I think for this fight, it's just got too much health. They should probably just reduce the health by 25% for the level of interest there, because there's nothing's really changing. I don't know what mechanic just killed me. It's obviously a mechanic I haven't had to deal with, and other people have been dealing with, and I don't know. Oh, there's actually a lot of people dying. Maybe we're going to wipe, and I'm going to get kicked out for being crap damage and dying myself. Oh, I'm not last. There's loads of people worse than me. I think there's people still alive worse than me.
Void ritual.
Those three people are bouncing a ball to a goal without touching walls with it, nor a shower with it. Okay.
Do not allow the void near me.
All right. Is that really something you should put in LFR?
Soul flame.
To torment.
Torment.
Is that a job for like healers or something then? Still got a shitload of health. Right, there's someone here called Heal DPS. What are they actually doing? They're not actually trying to heal, are they? DPS, sorry. Hold on.
Torment.
Oh no, they're healing. Alright then. They just look really low on mana. When the Void Ritual is cast, you see a portal appear. You need to get a ball into it. If you don't, it causes a large amount of damage.
Soul
Right.
flame.
It's a job for people who aren't keyboard tuners. Right, am I going to get a res?
We fulfilled our end of the bargain, Najara. Now
I
honor.
don't think so.
Mind your tone, whelpling. A queen keeps her promises.
Right.
Closely, as I will only say this
I have
once.
many wares.
For all his bluster, Nazjatar was ever the weakest of his kin. No vestige of their power yet remains that can be turned against him. I would have driven this blade into his foul heart myself,
Oh look.
had you not disrupted my plans.
You always get that in LFR, don't you? You won't be able to see it. There's a comment from someone basically going, oh lol, look at all deer level damage. From someone with actually quite high item level gear. So guessing they're just
I'm tired of intermediaries.
associating, you know. Oh, hello. Going into LFR for some sort of power trip. Oh, I have a thing. Oh, okay, that's quite good. Oh, it's better at any rate.
But for now, Dragonflight wish to be cast into darkness, then let us help them on their way.
Ah. What are we on now? 418. You want healers enough time to be prior for dealing with Void Ritual? Okay. Right, well, we're on to the next one potentially now. What is this? I haven't got my mount anymore, so I can't transmog these at the moment. This is horrendous. Someone might notice I'm not fully transmogged. Oh, hello. Someone's recognised me. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, it seems that they were a Ret Paladin at some point. Well, they might still be now. Vex, dragon with no tail sweep. What the hell? Alright, okay. She flies up in the air. Don't be in that third of the room. Alright. So I imagine follow everyone else. It should save me. Is that it then? So it's a dragon I can stand behind, which just sounds weird. And when she goes up in the air, look at where everyone else is and follow them, because they know something I don't. Focus the big... Alright. What, now or in the fight? Or both? She gets a void bar up, she'll fly up and summon a large void add. Oh, alright, okay. That's fine. I can deal with kill boss, then kill add. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It actually didn't hurt. Okay. Is it not supposed to hurt? Oh no, never mind. Get it down to 40%, no more void summons, just a DPS race. Okay, so where's the pain in the arse then? Because this sounds, unless there's something else, doesn't sound too bad. B murders the whole raid on Heroic or Mythic. Oh, well, I should hope so. This is not Heroic or Mythic. I don't want anything murdering anyone. Phase 2, if you're not standing near another player, you will get feared. I intend to follow people at all times, so I will stick to someone like a limpet. Last phase, have to stay stacked when you run away from boss, so you get feared again. Natural behaviour from lead DPS, so okay, that sounds fine. What was that? I could grab something there. Drop pulse to edges to... Oh, heck. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Jesus. What the hell? Did someone do that? Was that someone in the raid doing that? Was that the grabby thing? It made me run away from it for no reason. If you get a black stick around, you get out of the group. Right, that's fine. I'm sure my boss mods will scream at me like it always does when I have a thing. So I shall just run away. I think that's what I'd normally do anyway. Right, we've got on it. Oh, I've got full health stones anyway, so that's fine. Shall I take that flask? Wait and you'll see. If the tanks are standing in the wrong spot with the big adder up and she's in the air, she bombs the platform, does a good bit of damage. Right, okay. Well, let's have a look, shall we? I mean, that tank looks to have a shitload of health, so let's hope they've got good... I don't know about the other one. Oh, they're doing the thingy reset. Let's just run away then. We'll just run away.
Annihilation.
Interrupt caster ads. Fair enough. Do I want to kick a person for being AFK? I'm just going to click no because I don't know that they are if someone else has kicked him. So I only go on the ad when she flies, is that right? Or is it the ad all the time? Ads are all the time, fine. Can do that. No one has put a skull on the ad. Never mind. Ideally, ads may be positioned near the boss. So I can, well, I don't really do cleave. Like, my Divine Storm is no good on 2 target. I mean, occasionally I get a proc and I can use Divine Storm, but it won't be typically the case.
5.
Unless something
4,
has changed that I'm not aware of.
2, 1.
I mean, I suppose that's a cleave I can do.
Twilight breath.
And there's a proc.
Annihilation.
Right, it would have to do this during wings, wouldn't it? This is just pissing annoying.
Twilight breath. Shadowy residue. Annihilation.
Okay.
Dark gateway.
And that's what I mean about with ret damage, where it goes becomes a problem.
Annihilation.
When you have to move away and do no DPS, you lose for every second of it. This is presumably something that wants to be killed, is it not?
Twilight breath.
Someone stood underneath us with one of those purple things. They don't seem to be moving. Are they? Do they just know that they're incredibly fast? No, they've dropped it under us.
Twilight breath.
Right. Alright, this looks like flying to me. Right. Presumably, if I just stay here, the tanks
Twilight decimator.
are... Jesus, get out of the way. Oh, okay.
Annihilation.
Oh, okay. Presumably the tanks are paying some sort of attention. Yes, they are. Which is fine.
Annihilation.
That's not interrupted.
Twilight decimator. Annihilation.
Oh, pity's sake.
Dark
Sorry, out
gateway.
my way, out my way, out my way.
Twilight breath. Shadowy residue.
Ba-ba-ba.
Twilight breath.
I think if there's lots of ads, I'm just going to cleave off the boss onto them, I think. Because they keep moving out of my range anyway, gathering up on the tanks.
Twilight breath.
There's not very many people dropping these at the edge, and there's a load of ads over there.
Shadowy residue.
Right, let's...
Twilight breath.
This is not helpful. Oh dear.
Dark
Right.
gateway. Power of the chosen.
Right, okay.
Twilight Decimator.
Alright, okay. I'm having to think I might just watch out for where she is myself.
Annihilation.
Oh no, except when he does that. Where's she gone?
Twilight
I don't
Decimator.
know where she's gone. Oh shit. Oh, for pity's sake, get out of my way.
Annihilation. Twilight Decimator.
Oh,
Shattering residue.
ow. Right, bubbling.
Annihilation.
What's the boss on? Really high health. This is going to go on forever.
Annihilation.
Okay. Something hurts a lot.
Twilight Breath.
Right, why does it have to do that with wings on?
Shattering residue.
I'm doing a lot of moaning.
Darkade Web. Twilight Breath.
This boss is going down really slowly. Again, I don't know whether it's just got too much health or I think it probably does for LFR. Because there's not enough variety in the fight to justify something like this.
Twilight Breath.
Probably do with about a quarter less health. Like if we were a third of the way through the fight, it would be okay, I think.
Darkade Web. Twilight Breath. Power of the Chosen.
Okay. It's in the middle.
Twilight Decimator. Annihilation. Twilight Decimator.
Where's she gone? Over that side.
Annihilation. Twilight Decimator.
Especially as they must know that on LFR people are going to drop shit everywhere. Oh crap. And that I'm not going to pay a blind bit of attention to where the dragon is.
Annihilation. Darkade Web. Twilight Breath.
Oh. Why does it do it with wings? Why does she insist on doing it with wings?
Shattering residue.
I do not like this boss.
Twilight Breath.
Get out of my way. There's a gnome sympathiser here dropping shit in the bed.
Shattering
Oh,
residue.
for God's sake.
Darkade Web. Twilight Breath.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Right, what are they playing at? Seriously. Hang on, a thing has happened. Oh yeah, okay, you said about this, didn't you, at 40%.
Twilight Breath.
I don't know whether this is a good thing or not though, because the boss is on a load of crap. Could it be at least repositioned? Oh, okay, the fear thing, because someone wasn't near me, I guess. Alright, a bit of fear is not the problem.
Twilight Breath. Fanatical
Oh, we had
Ascension.
heroism there, okay, I should have... Right, I need to find a person.
Twilight
Okay,
Breath.
I might have accidentally found a person. I was just running around randomly. What happened? There was...
Twilight
Huh?
breath.
I thought it wasn't supposed to do any more of these. You'll notice you have a haste boost for stay close to someone. Right, no, I'm not noticing. Is that what that is? No, that is definitely bad. Get out of my way. Alright then.
Twilight breath. Annihilation.
Right. Is anyone actually killing this ad? Are we not supposed to kill the ad?
Twilight breath.
Because I'm not really...
Annihilation.
Because people are not killing the ad. But
Heart of darkness. Annihilation. Twilight breath.
Jesus. No, no. Oh, bloody hell. Supposedly Vexione is the little sister of Alexstrasza. Oh, okay. Well, at least we can mount up here and repair.
Many deals for a friend of a rump.
So at the end, do we ignore the ad right at the end in the so-called DPS race bit? Because many seem to be. That druid is moaning again about Riping and Elephant. I don't know why they're even here. Why are they even here? So I think they did. I think they used heroism in the last phase. In fact, I know they did. Oh, is someone giving them a hard time? They are, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You can take the piss out of the majority of people in LFR, but there's always going to be someone doing loads more than you. In fact, they only did a little bit more DPS than I did, and I was running out to the sides. Could have been an enraged time mechanic. So basically we ignore the we ignore the ad at the end. I'm not going to get involved in this argument that's going on in Raid Chat. I'm going to stay out of it. It's the sort of argument I would have got into in the old days when I was a raider, and I would just shut them up. Except I probably won't be an LFR, that's it then. Just need a tank to make sure. I mean, to be fair, it did seem to have a tank that was facing it from the raid. It's just that they seemed to want to face it at me when I was trying to run out with my little void shit. But they did seem to be turning it away from the raid. So that seemed okay. And that person moaning is not one of the ones who's disappeared, by the way, so they're still here causing trouble. Look at the loot table, okay. Where are we? I mean, that would be an upgrade. I've just realised I'm not going to have time to finish all this. I absolutely have to get off in 1/4 of an hour. At the moment, it's not necessarily looking like this is going to be completed in 1/4 of an hour, is it? But then I should have taken your advice last week when you were saying do it on a reset day. But I ended up being busy. Like I say, I mean, I'm only really doing this for a bit of interest, just to familiarise myself with what the bosses are at a basic level. You know, I'd be quite happy just not going up in gear at all on this character anymore. I should really just spend more time leveling the characters. I thought maybe I should just get some more of this rep, but I'm doing it really slowly, which is presumably caused by unfamiliarity with the zones. But if you need, is it Exalted you need to get with each of the, like the Nazjatar and the Mechanome reps? I'm not going to do it. I should really just level up Alts and get them ready for Shadowlands. For flying, yeah. Pathfinder. Revered, okay, well that's not as disastrous, but it's still, it's going to take me a long old time. I'm not doing very well at it. What's the other ones? Hive Mind and Raden. Let's just have a look then. Hive Mind. Oh, you can get little pets. And Raden. It is LFR. If you're lucky, some people who know the bosses explain the important parts could see it as prepared as LFR. I'm not at all. You don't prepare for LFR. At the end of the day, you know, people, if people want to avoid wiping, and you do see this from some people, they just have something prepared, some text that they copy and paste and just say, look, these are the important things to know. You know, it always used to make me laugh, the number of people that would just come in and expect not only people in LFR to know the fight, but to have all the boss mods and all the rest of it. It's like completely misunderstanding what LFR is for. Now, when I used to be a raider, I did used to take these people to task. I'm not going to do it now because at the end of the day, I'm one of the scrubs. At the time, I would be up there beasting the damage, and the chances of them actually kicking me, and certainly the chances of the rest, or enough of the rest of the raid agreeing to kick me for having the nerve to call these people out, would have been slim to nil. Because I would be one of the ones, you know, bossing the damage like, you know, the likes of this person are at the moment. But obviously at the moment I'm only there in lowly 9th. But I'm still waiting for one more person. Is it? What is it? Let's how many healers have we got? Looks like a healer. Is it? I can only count 4 healers unless I'm missing one. I do find it a bit upsetting that it doesn't let you mount in all sorts of places like here. Because, I mean, this is intended to be an outdoor bit, isn't it? Look, the sky. You have a 120 boost available, but the only outs you want to create would be for the heritage armor, so you can't boost them out. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to. I usually use my expansion boosts in haste and then never use the characters. So I am going to think more carefully this time. But the reality is, I'm thinking in terms of the characters I would quite like to maybe use in Shadowlands, and I won't know just yet. The Hunter. I mean, Hunter has lots of benefits. If I'm just going to be thinking to myself, I'm largely going to be doing LFR at the end of the day. Hunter's a good one to use. It's ranged. You know, you don't have... There's a lot of mechanics you'll just not have to piss about with. And it's a nice spec. You get to do your damage whilst jumping around like an idiot. There's the Warrior, only because I really like my Pandaren Warrior. I would have quite liked to have done a Dark Iron Dwarf Warrior as well, but, you know, I've not done Alliance one. You don't remember Beast and the Damage? In LFR, Fraser, in LFR. I wasn't saying in the actual, although now you mention it, there was the odd fight when I would. But I was busy doing mechanics and also getting gnomes killed. But I'm talking about in LFR. Have I considered making a healer just to mess around in Shadowlands? The problem is, I mean, obviously I used to be a healer, and sometimes I think, yeah, but the thing with healing, oh hello,
Twilight breath.
is
Twilight breath.
in order to do it effectively, and I know LFR are different, but in order to do it effectively, ow, bloody hell, is you need to have a good idea about what your heal does and how much is needed, which means you sort of have to play it a bit to do it well. DPS is not. DPS, you just do them. As long as you're doing, you know, you're choosing the right abilities at the right time, you're just trying to maximise your damage. But healing, it's about using the right healing spell at the right time, which is not so straightforward unless you're practicing with it a bit. So that's usually what's put me off, because I have, you know, for a few years thought, well, you know, I'd quite like to get a healer again, maybe even on the Paladin, but, you know, on some, not a Druid. I've never really liked Druid healing. But, yeah, that's the thing that puts me off. And especially now that there's no way that I'm going to come back to the game in a major way. There's zero chance of that now. So I'm just, you know, if I was to just pick one character and make it a healer, the amount of time I will spend will not be enough to really play it in the way I would like to. I'm sure I could bum about in LFR. And then you have to ask the question, so which healer would you do? If it was a Paladin, maybe, because I'm going to make a Paladin anyway. But then you think about the other sort of healer fights, other healer classes. So Priest, I'm not that keen on Shadow Priest. I don't mind them, but I'm not that keen on them. And of course, most of the time you'd want to level as DPS, certainly. Druid, I do not like Druid healing. Never liked it. Shaman, I've actually Shaman and Monk I have sometimes done, just for like LFR or, you know, alt raiding sometimes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But then I don't really like the Monk. No, I don't mind a Monk for DPS. I suppose I could have Monk as one of my alts. I don't like Shaman DPS. Shaman could be good. I mean, Shaman is, yeah, I don't mind Resto Shaman healing when I've done it on a very scrub level. I have done that in the past, actually. But I'm not very keen on Shamans for DPS. What else? What am I missing? That's it, isn't it? That's all the healers. Is it? Yes, it is. Monk would probably be the close, but I mean, the advantage of Shaman again is you could go elemental, and if you know, if I was sick of healing, then I could at least do range DPS on a Shaman, I guess, couldn't I? Yeah, maybe. But then I'd want to level as enhancement. Leveling as ranged, unless it's as a hunter or as a warlock. If it's not as a pet class, it's bloody annoying. And then I still be running. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, priest. No, I don't mind it, but at the same time, if I'm only going to have a small number of classes anyway, and I mean like 2 or 3, no more than 3, I don't like it. Priest is not in the top bracket. And I know it gives you a choice of healing specs as well, and you can just go with whichever one seems the laziest or most interesting, whichever. But I'm not keen on Shadow Priest. And okay, you don't know what it's going to be like in Shadowlands, but I've just not liked it for a few years. Shocked in his pack. No.
5.
If they want to give me a
4,
proper range spec, then
3,
that's fine, but they don't
2,
seem to want to.
1.
Twilight breath. Annihilation. Twilight breath.
Really, I should be using Shield of Vengeance and deliberately standing that.
Annihilation.
Not going to. Right, is that person going to move?
Dark gateway.
Because I don't really fancy them. They are just going to drop the shit on us, aren't they? Yeah.
Twilight breath.
Are they going to bring that into range? Oh. Right, this is not helpful.
Twilight breath.
Oh, God. What time are we on? I can basically only do this fight. If it ends up as a wipe, I have to get
Dark
off.
gateway. Twilight breath. Power of the chosen.
Where is she? In the middle.
Twilight decimator.
Oh, they've gone to the other side. Alright. This is the problem when it's in the middle, I suppose. And this is where, if I was ranged, it wouldn't be a problem. I haven't had that thing on me yet.
Annihilation.
Where is she? Alright, there.
Twilight decimator.
Get out of my way.
Annihilation. Dark gateway. Twilight
Okay,
breath.
this is quite weird actually. I don't want to jinx it, but I've not had the thing on me.
Twilight breath.
Is that person going to drop the shit under? They don't seem to be... Oh, they are moving. You never know whether it's someone who's got decent ability and can move away at the last second, or they're actually just going to drop it under you.
Twilight breath. Dark gateway. Twilight breath. Power of the chosen.
Right. Where is she? Right in the middle.
Twilight decimator. Annihilation.
Oh, God. Oh,
Twilight
turn
decimator.
on. Where? Oh, she's over here.
Annihilation. Twilight decimator.
Where is she again? Okay, now.
Annihilation.
Ow, ow, ow. Fuck. No. Jesus Christ.
Twilight breath.
I disappeared again. Oh, did I? Sorry. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. Oh, God. What's this fool doing? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I mean, even the last time, and all I did was put the game back on it, put everything else back up as well. Really weird.
Dark gateway.
Why are they not stacking these odds on here? Right, well. Stack them on the boss. Is there some reason why they're not stacking them on the boss that's actually sensible? Am I missing something?
Heart of darkness.
Right. Oh. Right, I want the person, do I?
Twilight breath.
Right, they used Hysteria at the start, so we don't have that for this phase. So it made no difference that I didn't actually save wings again. Although I didn't, it's not that I forgot to, I just didn't know about the timing.
Heart of darkness.
Okay.
Twilight breath.
Right, I'm just going to bubble out of that so I don't drop it on someone.
Twilight breath. Heart of darkness. Twilight breath.
There's only 3 dead. Oh, for God's sake. Right, I'm just sticking it here.
Twilight
Oh,
residue.
ow, 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 ow.
Shadowy residue. Heart of darkness. Twilight breath.
Alright, we should win now, shouldn't we?
Twilight breath.
Yeah, no tail swipe I was assured, which is just as well, quite frankly. When there's already few enough places you can stand thanks to people dropping their shit everywhere and oh God,
Twilight breath.
how did that go wrong? Never mind. But I am going to have to immediately get away because
Done, champion. Each rank brings us closer to unleashing the power of the forge against
otherwise, what do I do? Oh, that just takes me to a place. Yeah. I am going to have my girlfriend wondering where I am. So,
Good riddance.
I'm going to leave that,
Fiona would see all
unfortunately. I have done the other 2 bosses, I think, last week, though. And we will escape. I'm not actually near a flight point now. And then I will have to call that a day. So yeah, see you later. I'll be on next week. I'll probably put a poll out again. Well, will I? I don't know. Maybe. Or I might just do this again. Because I seem to have shaken off the classic bug for now. I may end up back on there at some point. But have a good night.